I thought Cade played well. I think he did a lot of positive things. I really do. He did a lot of positive things in the game. And, the Starks made a great play on the one ball on the box fade. I mean, that was a great play by a great player. And, the biggest thing is we didn't help him early on. Too many third and longs. And, you're not going to make a living against Georgia on third and long. But I think there were a lot of bright spots with Cade. And he's also one of those guys I'm really proud of from just comments in the locker room. That's what leaders do. So that kid will show up Monday ready to go, and he's just going to keep getting better. But I thought he competed his butt off, and I thought Brenny did some good things. Antonio, obviously, he had the one huge play that got called back. There'll be some good things that we can take away from it that we can go build on for the season. But it doesn't take away the fact that you just got your ass kicked in the third and fourth quarter.
Talk about the decision to take that kickoff and put your offense on the field versus taking it in the second half.
Yeah, we just one of those things we talked about going into it. We felt really good about, our opportunity to either go score or move that thing far enough to where, they got to go 80+. And again, we had a couple critical penalties, that really cost us. The motion call was same thing. It was close. It was close watching the video on the sideline, but they called it. We kind of got in a little bit of a hole right there. We didn't anticipate that, but we wanted to take the ball. We've had a great fall camp, guys, and just come out of the gate, and then also, they led the country last year, or second in the country in time of possession, and we wanted to get them out there right away and get them to play. So, and then if we didn't score, try to pin them, but it didn't work out that way. But again, I thought defensively we did a heck of a job in the first half. They were physical, they held up well, but again, tell two halves.
Dabo, there's been a lot made about your approach to the portal. What do you say to people who point to that when they see something like this happen?
People are going to say whatever they want to say. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I say. People are going to say whatever they want to say. We do what's best for Clemson year in and year out. And, people can say, and when you lose like this, they got every right to say whatever they want to say. So say whatever you want to say, write whatever you want to write. That comes with it. It's just part of it.
I know you're in the immediate aftermath of all this, but the last few years, offensively in these big games, Georgia, 2 of the last 3 years, are you able to kind of pinpoint why you've struggled offensively, for example?
Yeah, we haven't done some of the basic things the way we need to do it. We didn't make some critical plays that we had a chance to make. When we did make a big critical play to create momentum, we get a penalty. So just creating the rhythm, and it was just disappointing. So, that's where it is.
But you played Woods out on the edge, a la Christian Wilkins. He looked right at home there, had a great first half.
He did. He showed up. He made a lot of plays, and he's going to have a heck of a year. And, I think defensively, we got a chance to be really good on defense. Obviously disappointed in the second half with just, again, third and longs, missed plays. But you also got to give Georgia some credit, too. They made some plays, and their quarterback I think he's a special player. He's an experienced guy, and he showed, today, what he's capable of doing.
I guess would the most disappointing part be just them continuing scoring points and just not really fighting hard as much in that second?
Yeah, that's what they can do to you. When again, they can expose you quick. You don't have a lot of room for error with a team like that, and you got to play all three phases. You got to put it all together. I was happy Hoosier got a chance to at least get in the game and get a kick. So that was good to see him go out there and make one. But just the missed tackles, and just a couple of busted assignments that got us on the wheel route, And then, we didn't fit up the reverse or the jet sweep and get off the block right there. Created a couple big plays, and next thing you know, bam, bam, it's a couple scores, and it just, it's tough. That's a tough thing against a great team. But again, it's over. We got to flush it, and we got to move on to the next one. That's all we can do. We can't sit around and just waller in it forever. We got a long season ahead, and we still got a chance. There's not anything off the table for this team, and so it'll all be written when it's all said. They're going to write everything they want to write right now, but it'll all be written in November and December. And so we got a lot of work to do, and as competitors, that's what we do. We get up, got knocked down today. We get up, we go back to fight again on Monday.
Coach, what was the discussion halftime and end of game with Coach Riley and Coach Goodwin, just how the team was going overall? What was the discussion among the three main coaches?
Well, there was a lot of discussion. I mean, we all know what happened. I mean, that's what we do, and everybody's disappointed, but we take ownership of it. That's start with me.
How does this one feel compared to last season's season opener against Duke, as far as just the locker room and how you feel about your team going forward?
I feel great about our team and the leadership on this team. And again, that's some people may say, well, he's just crazy. You just got your butt kicked. A loss is a loss. I hate to lose, period, anytime, to anybody, anywhere. I hate to lose. We work too hard, so it hurts. It's going to leave a mark. This will be one I'll never forget. That's for sure. But I remember every loss. Unfortunately, sometimes you remember those more than some of the others. But this is one that this was just a flat out butt kicking. I mean, we just got our tails kicked in, and for 2 quarters. I mean, I know it. Look at the score, and it's you go whoa. But again, there'll be a lot of positives, and there's a couple of things that, again, if you just do a couple little things right, you create a little momentum and a little confidence or whatever. But they all hurt. They all feel the same. They all hurt. Maybe you lose by 1 or 40. You work too hard. So when you don't get the results you want, it hurts. This is our livelihood. It's what we do. These kids, they work their butts off. So when we don't get it done, we got to take ownership of it, and we go on back to work and see if we can find a way next week. Again, been in this situation many times. Been 2-3. We started 2-3 one year and went on to the ACC championship. So there's a long season ahead, and I do think that we have the right people in the room. But this is when you play a team like Georgia, you can get exposed, and that's what happened in the second. Again, there was a lot of good things in the first half that we'll see, but then all of a sudden, 3rd and long, big play, boom, boom, big play. I mean, this is a really good team, and they're well coached. Kirby did a great job and has done a great job. So they kicked our butt tonight, but we'll see where we go from here.
Garrett was a big hire for you all. How would you assess how he called me in today, and what would you say to people who are maybe frustrated that since he's been hired, he hasn't produced maybe the explosiveness people thought might come?
I'd say we got a long season ahead, Chapel. That's what I'd say. I'd say tonight, was bad. Give Georgia going to make a lot of people look bad, and they made us look bad today. So, but I do think that we'll get back to work on Monday, and we'll go get better.
Coach, turnovers were such a problem for you last season. I guess if there's a positive, you didn't put the ball on the ground against a great defense.
No, we took care of the ball. I mean, like I said, Starks, that was a great play. I mean, we took a shot on the box fade to Tyler, and he made a great football play, a great player. So we did a good job with that. And then again, I thought in the first half the red zone defense was really good to see too, to hold up. There was a lot of physicality. There was a lot of good stuff. But at the end of the day, it's about getting the result that you want. And that was 2 quarters of really poor football. And I take ownership of that. But we can't let that carry over. We got to all flush it. 24 hours. We got to flush it, and we got to get back to work on Monday. Same thing if you win the game. You got to get back to work. We got a long year ahead. And I think we've got a chance to be a really, really good football team if we will just, improve like I think we will from this.
Is there an injury update on Marcus Tate?
I think he's okay.
What was the injury back?
He just got, I think, rolled up.
Did you want to get Wesco and Morgan any earlier? Was around the time they got in, or getting targets?
Yeah, they got in there, and when they got in there and made some plays, and those guys will continue to roll them in there, and you'll see them.
What do you think of the wide receiver room overall? I know they had a strong game, but maybe outside of him.
Well, we had penalties, 2 penalties right out of the gate, so I was disappointed with that, and none more than the one that cost us the big play. But there were some good, some bad, just like every other position. Really proud of Antonio, though. I thought he really competed and made a lot of plays, and I was excited to see that. But good to get the young guys in there too, and both of them a chance to touch the ball, and I think they'll continue to grow from there.
Speaking of Antonio, it looked like that passed the corner of the end zone, pretty well thrown ball by Cade, but it looked like he may have lost the football. Antonio lost it in the line.
Yeah. I mean, it came out a little quick. They brought some heat right there, and just didn't find it and track it.
You said you're going to be pretty pleased with some of the things at the line of scrimmage you see. Just your overall thoughts on how the offensive line played in the first game under Coach Luke?
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I need to watch the tape before I really just make an assessment. But I do think there's going to be some positives. I mean, that we will see that we can build on. Doesn't change the fact that the score got away from us in the third and fourth quarter. It was a very competitive game, and you're 1 score away, and next thing you know, you're in trouble. But we'll watch the tape, and then we'll assess it and go from there.
What's your message to the team heading into the game next week?
Say that again?
What's your message to the team heading into the game next week?
Put our eyes forward. Flush this thing, put your eyes forward. Let's focus on what we control. Stay together. Stay together. Leaders lead. And so stay together, flush it, show back up Monday, and let's you can't let this game beat you twice. You got to move forward. I mean, this is the thing, that's the nature of football. We got to wait all week, and when you lose a game like this, and especially when you get your butts kicked in the second half, there's a lot of noise. So you got to block all that stuff out and focus on what you control and get back to work, and just one day at a time try to go win a game, and then just keep going. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a long way. And they didn't hand out a national championship trophy tonight. We didn't lose the ACC tonight. We didn't lose. We got our butts kicked in one game, and we got a long way to go. And let's go play it out and see what happens.
Anybody else for Coach?
6 or so yards per carry for Jordan. What would you mostly attribute that to?
And watch the tape. Missed tackles, first of all. Big plays. A few big plays and missed tackles. We really did a real nice job. I thought we were very physical, but that stat right there comes from big plays, and the big plays were, which is what usually happens when you miss some tackles or you don't fit something properly. But I thought we held up pretty good, when they tried to come at us. I thought we did some good things, and again, we've got a. And I thought their quarterback made a couple of nice, timely scrambles that created some opportunistic, first downs for them as well.
Anybody else? All right, thank you, Coach. We got to stand by for Cade and Peter.